Now let's talk about WCW Nitro for July 18th, 2000.
No, it's not. It's.
Oh, yeah.
Did they even play it this show?
They did. It was.
Wait, did they play it? I'm pretty sure they did.
Maybe they didn't.
No, their intro was the Scott Steiner Rampage, is what the intro was.
Recap.
Completely out of control.
Scott Steiner was the intro this week.
Scott Steiner at this point was such a pain in the ass to deal with that they just made it his gimmick.
Yeah, they even say that too. They say he's a nightmare to deal with behind the scenes, and now it's worse.
It's on the screen now.
If you ever
in
want to
this
know,
business and in real life.
Yeah.
if you ever want to know what made Scott Steiner so cool, watch this package. This is the greatest version of Scott Steiner ever.
We're not like even like emphasize. This is the show opens with them showing Scott Steiner being a pain in the ass. He beats up the WCW commissioner Ernest Miller.
He
beats him up on this show as well. He stabs Kevin Nash in the back. They say he does what he wants when he wants. he beats up Booker and Stevie Ray. He choked out Mike Tenay during an interview in his trailer.
He goozled Mike today. He said,
this was too violent to even show on TV.
Scott Steiner goes, I don't have no friends. I don't want no friends.
Why did he choke today? Just because he was asking questions?
He just asked him. He took the interview and then choked him out for asking questions.
He chokes him, and then it was Amadeus goes, Poppy, Poppy, please.
Poppy, Poppy, please.
Filled with hate. He has no respect.
Oh, they couldn't show it all because it was too crazy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, but they freeze framed him.
They showed it all. They did
throttling
show it all.
him.
Yeah, they showed every bit of it.
What more could they have shown? He
went back for more. He gives him back to he
actually
busted
killed
back
him.
in the room. Oops.
In any other walk of life, Steiner would be behind bars or worse. What is worse?
Dude, the employees of WCW are fearing for their safety.
Then after this cold open of Scott Steiner, it cuts to Scott Steiner in the parking lot attacking a vehicle with a baseball bat.
Get my bags.
Oh, you're forgetting one little liner before. Can anyone stop the ticking time bomb before he detonates?
Yeah, that was actually, they were actually going to debut Hiromu Takahashi, but they just went with this instead.
Ticking time bomb? Like, Scott Steiner?
Maybe we should get Rye back.
Oh, but he retired, sadly, due to a Twitter poll.
But yeah, so Steiner is attacking a random car with a bat. It turns out I think it's Booker T's car, or a car that Stevie Ray bought it for.
Yeah,
Booker
Stevie
T?
Ray made it sound like it was his car or he bought it, but then he like switched up the verbiage. Booker T bought it for himself.
For himself. Yeah.
It was so weird because Stevie Ray's like, yeah, I bought it for him, but then he bought it for himself. It's. I don't think Tenay even understood.
Stevie Ray bought it for him with Booker T's money.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone.
Tony, it was Tony
the
Schiavone,
whole time, dude. Anytime anyone challenges him on anything, he just goes, "Okay."
He is very checked out here.
He is so checked out. Okay.
So Booker is smashing the windows out. Medeja's there, probably yelling Poppy. Rick Steiner comes up. And he's like, "Wait,
you go get out. You old fucking ass."
You can't fuck me in jail.
This guy said, "If I don't get my bags." You want a redneck? You want a redneck truck?
They all left. But yes, this is a Tuesday episode of Nitro. I don't know why.
This is probably one of the better WCW Nitro episodes I ever fucking seen ever. Like,
and not just because it's ridiculous, because it is ridiculous, but there's also like some pretty solid. There's a lot of matches on the show.
A lot of matches, a lot of cool segments. I mean, honestly, it was just kind of cool. Like a lot of stuff that happened was dope. So the Nitro girls start the show by dancing at the top of the ramp.
That's not the song. I don't know what that
and
song
then the
is.
cat goes, "I'm also a Nitro girl. What's up?"
Yeah, Commissioner Ernest Miller.
He's scared for his life. Scott Steiner keeps fucking attacking this dude, man.
Well, I would be afraid too because he gets in the ring with the Nitro girls and then Kane's pyro randomly goes off. And he seemed very confused and didn't mention it. I don't know what happened.
That happens like every other week for him.
What the fuck?
He announces a WCW United States Championship tournament with the following matches. I was expecting the worst. And
me too.
I didn't get the worst.
No, it was actually solid. One of them I was surprised by.
Chris Kanyon, known as Positively Kanyon at this point.
Yes, he's doing
versus
the DDP
Mike
gimmick.
Awesome, the Fat Chick Thriller.
Well, as of now, yes.
It hasn't started.
Literally this show.
Yeah, he wasn't throwing fat chicks yet until this night.
Yeah.
Lance Storm versus Buff Bagwell. Vampiro versus the Great Muta.
That caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
Me too. That match in general caught me off guard. I'm excited to talk about that one. And Shane Douglas, known as the Franchise.
The Franchise. Got the music.
Got the fucking music. There's a side of the crowd that says it was awesome. Shane Douglas versus Billy Kidman.
The Kidman.
And then the cat started going off on a tangent.
He was like, I'm a face, but you know what? I got to get my heat back real quick. He says, I don't want anyone in here talking too loud during my show. And then he turns around, he looks to the front row. He says, I want all you fat ass people here in the front row to stay in the seats. I don't need to block the view of all the people out there.
Oh, you fat fucking Ric Flair.
He said, if you cannot follow my rules, I'm going to have security haul your big asses out of here. And then it cuts backstage to Scott Steiner angrily staring at the monitor, and he destroys it and curses.
Because the cat said, all you fat ass people, and Scott said, she is on time. That's my fucking lie. That's my gimmick.
That's
my gimmick.
Yeah, Steiner comes out. The Nitro girls are fearing for their life. They run away. Even the security guards run away.
And he's getting cheered, baby.
Yeah. Security guard James Storm, it looks like.
I thought that was Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, yes. Or James
Chris Harris,
Storm.
and I think Elix Skipper?
Harris?
I didn't even notice. Wow, that's cool.
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Both of them are security guards. Steiner grabs the cat and he drags him to the ground. He says, "You're my tell you son of a bitch. I want a tall shot. You give it to me, I'm gonna break your neck." Which sounds like
and
a
the
fair.
crowd's just like, woo!
I think this is in his home. Is this in Michigan, right?
Yes, they're in the Motor City.
They're in the
big Michigan
Palace of Auburn Hills in Auburn Hills, Michigan.
Yes. Security is not wanting any of this. Booker T comes out dressed to the nines. He comes out, makes a save for Ernest the Cat Miller, who is a heel, like sometimes.
This is the first Booker T save tonight.
Yes. Captain Save-A-Ho, Booker T.
Always.
Rick Steiner comes out to save Scott, and then Stevie says, Stevie Ray's at commentary. He's supposed to commentate this show. He's already given up those duties in this beginning segment where he jumps away and saves Booker T. Security comes in to break it all up, and then Ernest Miller...
Ernest Miller makes Harlem Heat versus Steiners, right, tonight, main event? That's what the match is?
No, he does not do that.
Because you have Harlem Heat out here, and then you have the Steiners.
No. Listen,
they're going to be in the main event, right?
Small time. You're thinking small time.
Right, that's what I would
here.
do. Would you not book the Steiners and Harlem Heat? You got to set up right here.
I mean, they're all right there. You think they would, but no. Ernest the Cat Miller's trying to bring in the ratings here, Tony. He says, you think I'm going to give you a title shot after you put your hands on me? Listen here, you stupid son of a bitch. The only thing I want to give you is my ass to kiss. Which I thought was a tremendous line.
He paused on it. He goes, the only thing I'll give you is my ass.
To kiss
so
it.
You can kiss it.
He says, you know what, Steiner? I'm going to give you Goldberg tonight. All right. Cool.
I was like, whoa, what a main event.
Goldberg's not involved in this at all. What the fuck?
I mean, come on, he was at Bash at the Beach, bro.
Oh, that's for true.
Yeah, Scott Steiner and Goldberg at Bash at the Beach. They help each other. They still hate each other, but they helped each other.
Yeah, when they showed that in the beginning video, I was like, oh, Steiner and Goldberg are heels together. That's all right. I don't remember that.
Goldberg's
but that's okay.
not following the fucking script anymore. He does what he wants to do.
What a son of a bitch.
The script tells him he has to hate Scott Steiner. Well, not
he
tonight.
He can end up in jail. Or worse. Then we go backstage and they show Buff and Judy Bagwell hanging out back there.
Little Judy Bagwell.
They don't seem to know where the camera is or where they're meant to be, but they're walking. And then for some reason, the network left in an ad for The Sixth Sense.
It said own The Sixth Sense on DVD, I think, right? Or VHS.
That was pretty sweet.
That was awesome.
Do that more often.
Yeah, keep those all in.
Judy was in like a pretty long angle with Buff. They never smartened her up once.
No.
She was legitimately just wide-eyed the entire time she was on the show.
I think it might have been because they thought very little of her son, so they didn't.
I don't know why. Buff's the stuff, Daddy.
Buff was over as fuck too.
Yeah, he was super over. Even tonight, he was super over.
He looked good too. I mean, not that he was like top tier worker, but like I liked watching Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, it was good. So Tony Schiavone announces that the cat is the special guest enforcer for the Goldberg versus Steiner match later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, he couldn't have said that himself. That was relayed later. I guess he forgot that.
I actually think he probably forgot. Yeah,
I think so. Too much saying, kiss my ass, fat boy.
Too much going on. So they're sitting there and they're like, Stevie, that was a lot of stuff going on. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I have a lot to say about that. And then like off camera to the left a little bit, you see the security shifting just a little bit. And you see somebody that's like fumbling over the guardrail. You're like, what's going on over there? He's taking his time. It's like really tripping over it. And he gets over it. You see the guitar come up. And it's like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, man. Jeff Jarrett with the fucking guitar over the guardrail, comes over, taps Stevie Ray on the shoulder. He looks at him, hits him in the head with the guitar.
Dude, it was like this not fucking crazy. This was like the most crazy guitar shot too.
I don't know
what was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know what was crazier, the amount of time it took for him to get over the guardrail and Stevie Ray not notice him and then get hit with it, or the fact that Jeff Jarrett was wearing a sleeveless collared shirt.
What a beast.
Fucking maniac.
What a monster. He got all his fucking lines into.
Jeff calls Stevie Ray a slap ass, which I don't know.
I think that was a warning shot.
Are we upgrading from slap nuts? Is slap ass the next tier of, or
he
is
was
it
just
below
going all over the
nuts?
place? I think he was just changing the end quite a bit here.
Well, he calls Mark Madden or Shivani Slapstein.
You little Slapstein.
He says you can choke on that Slapstein.
What is Slapstein?
Mark Madden. Slapstein.
Slapstein. Yeah, he said, Stevie, that was a warning shot for Booker T. He said, I'm going to prove to Booker T just how much stroke I really have.
That wasn't Johnny messing up. That was Jarrett messing up, by the way. He said it just like that.
How much stroke I really have? Choke on that, Slapstein.
I got the strap into strap. Try it again. We're live, pal.
I'm going to prove to Booker T. Let me try this one more time.
Choke on these nuts, slap ass.
Slapstein. Huh?
I'm just the right Jarrett in the right rock.
The right strap.
I'm just the right
tell you. Let me say that one more time.
So while Stevie Ray is laying there on the floor this whole time, Jeff Jarrett leaves. Tony Schiavone, asking for help, then decides, you know what, I don't really care anymore. Just goes on and starts talking about the tournament. Stevie Ray is laying there concussed.
So we're gonna get somebody out here. I promise.
He goes, we gotta get. Can we get somebody out here? Can we get him out? I think he's coming. Yeah, he's coming. All right, let's start.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's definitely here. Now play the B-roll. Yeah, so they talk about the WCW tournament as we go into the first match of the evening. Positively Canyon versus Mike Awesome.
Positively Canyon comes out, does his whole entrance, and then it cuts to the ramp, and Mike Awesome's already halfway down the ramp before his music hits. What happened here?
Well, his entrance is literally just him walking to the ring. He said, fuck it, just get him in there.
And on commentary, they make sure you know that Mike Awesome is now the Fat Chick Thriller. That's him.
He's no longer the career killer.
Yeah, he's the Fat Chick Thriller. What a jump. Buff Bagwell comes out with his mom as well. I don't know if this is a part of the Fat Chick Thriller gimmick or just coincidence. But
my favorite part is Tony and Mark had no clue why Buff was already out here. They didn't know he was doing a commentary. Tony was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of Buff and Judy, you guys remember that story where Buff's mom called WWF to get time off for an injury? You ever hear that story?
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
That's why Buff got fired, didn't it?
Yeah, because he had his mom calling sick to WWE.
His mom called JR.
Really?
Listen, son, you better not have your mama call me ever again, I'm a fucker.
And then Buff Bagwell's like, I don't understand why I was fired. I don't get it.
Yeah. Supposedly, I think Buff says that that's not what happened, but JR, if you, what was it? Legends Roundtable? Was that like
I remember that show. That show was crazy.
JR goes crazy about Buff Bagwell on that. If you can find that clip, absolutely find it because JR hates Buff Bagwell and his mom.
The hell out of him, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
dumb.
I assume if they have an AEW Roundtable, that's exactly what's gonna happen to Chuck Taylor. So.
Oh no. He just wanna fucking. He just sucks. I fucking.
Awful waffle. I fucking can't stand this guy.
What is Trent seeing him?
So Buff Bagwell comes out to the ring and he's doing commentary.
Oh
and
my
gosh. Buff Bagwell was actually super into this match.
Yeah, and this match was
that's
good.
not what you're talking about?
No,
you're
what are you
talking
about?
Buff going
the whole time.
The whole time he's on commentary.
Hey man, listen, you gotta get a little bumpski before you take some bumpskis.
He's literally out there.
Put a bumpski.
He's literally out there memeing like James. He's on commentary.
That's for shoot. But yeah, this match is cool, man. Mike Awesome hits a huge top rope clothesline on Canyon. Canyon hits like the flapjack. Austin does a big dive to the floor and almost kills himself.
The fucking fuck destroyer. That was crazy, man. Yeah, right off the top. That was sweet.
Just dies. They're both fighting on the apron. A table got set up at one point, and then Canyon low blows him on the apron. No DQ. And then does the Canyon cutter off the apron through a table. I don't know why they did any of this, but it was cool.
So it was awesome.
The whole string of events is crazy. He does the over the top rope gimmick, and Buff Bagwell and Connor's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And then Mike Awesome gets the table out in front of the ref, sets the table up. Canyon then low blows him in front of the ref.
In front of the ref.
And then does the Canyon cutter through the table in front of the ref.
I think the whole tournament was no DQ, I guess.
Every WCW match ever was no DQ.
It just depends, yeah.
Well, it's a tournament and they didn't want to have like buys.
Let's try that one more time.
Buff attacks Canyon and then Canyon kicks him off. Judy Bagwell then attacks Canyon and Canyon goes for the Canyon cutter, but Judy Bagwell is a bad worker. So Judy Bagwell takes a snapmare.
You think they taught her how to bump?
She just gets snapmared on the floor.
You think they taught her how to bump?
They should have.
I don't think they smartened her up at all.
They should have had, Sergeant, what was that fucking guy? Not
Sarge.
Finley.
His name was Sarge.
Was it just Sarge? Yeah, they should have her at the power plant training with Sarge and Finley.
Doing shoulder rolls?
Doing bag drills.
That'd be sick.
Buff is in the ring. He's upset that Canyon snapmared his mom, so he hits the blockbuster on Canyon. Awesome pins him. Only gets a 2. Then Canyon backslides Awesome out of an Awesome bomb for a 2.9 count. Awesome Germans him onto his fucking head and then hits the Awesome bomb across the ring for the win. Mike Awesome advances in the tournament, and for his the prize he gets is the fat girls in the front row start throwing their underwear at him.
Woo!
The bloomers, they said.
The bloomers are in the ring. We get a Lance Storm promo backstage. The girl backstage says, "You're pretty cute." Lance Storm doesn't say anything. I said you're cute. Yeah, well, this is serious business. This isn't a dating game.
When I win the title, they're going to have to rename it the Canadian Heavyweight title. And then I think he leaves and Pamela looks away and says, "What did he say?" and laughs.
It's time to show up and wrestle because I'm from Calgary. This gimmick is so fucked. I love it. This is like the perfect, like they did this a little bit at WWF, but this was like the peak right here.
It was great.
It was so tongue-in-cheek. It was sweet. So we go backstage. Buff gets his brother John Bagwell.
John Bagwell.
Yeah,
little Johnny Bagwell.
Wait, what the fuck?
Let's try that Johnny one more time. Tries to take Judy home because, of course, it's too dangerous. She just took a snapmare ringside. So, like, obviously, we got to get her the fuck out of here now.
So, why couldn't Judy? Listen, I like the name John, pretty sweet name. But this guy's, his brother's name is Buff. Why couldn't Judy give it brother John a cooler name?
Buff and John.
Like, what the fuck? He couldn't have been like Shredder Bagwell.
Shredded.
Yeah.
All right, so we move into Lance Storm versus Buff Bagwell.
Buff.
This is in the U.S. title tournament.
Daddy.
Yo, Buff rules.
Buff
I wrote that down specifically.
That song's awesome.
I actually want John Bagwell to get in that ring. I think he would have fared better.
John. John.
Daddy.
Bagwell.
John is the Don.
John. But yeah, Bagwell comes out, Lance Storm comes out, cut a promo. He says the fans turned their back on him and disrespected his national anthem. Lance Storm, big underrated body guy. This guy's
especially
jacked.
at this point.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was shredded. You are etched, brother.
Look at the nipples.
Dude, there was a beach ball in the fucking crowd for this one.
They stole it, took it away.
Yeah, whenever the rails.
There's something later on that gets taken away that I don't know if you guys noticed, but I laughed for a good 2.5 minutes. I wrote it down.
Okay,
we will discuss.
You guys see
very important.
At the beginning when he was talking about you turned your backs on me, he's talking to the fans, and then they go to pan to the crowd, but they actually pan to Buff Bagwell by accident. You see that?
He said,
Buff goes, "This guy sucks." Yeah.
It was actually the perfect wrestling shot, dude.
It was, yeah.
It focuses on the Canadian flag in the background. It zooms out to Buff, focuses on Buff, and goes, "This guy sucks."
That's only in WCW would you see a shot like that, never in anywhere else.
Yeah, that was really dope.
"Don't blame Canada, blame yourself." And then the Canadian national anthem plays, and then Buff Bagwell disrespects the Canadian national anthem by attacking him from behind. This match does not go far because while Buff Bagwell's starting to get a little bit of a comeback ski. The Turnertron, shows Smooth telling John Bagwell that he's got to go help his brother in the ring. His brother's in trouble. He's got to go help his brother. So John Bagwell,
brother's dying.
He believes this guy, and he runs away. And then Smooth tells Judy to, just chill, get in the car and hang out. And then Lance Storm locks in the Canadian Maple Leaf for the
The way to get to this was this was horrible. This ending was
it was really
bad.
weird, yeah.
Lance Storm locks in the Maple Leaf. Buff doesn't tap. Slick goes, yeah, he does. He tapped. Throw that.
Slick, no shorts, by the way. Was that just the TNA thing?
Yeah, I think that actually might
have.
because I'm waiting. Every time we see him, I'm like, when does he get the short?
Where's
it
the
might
shorts?
Just be a TNA thing.
Yeah, I think so.
But Buff definitely does not tap here.
No.
Slick calls it and even makes the motion like he tapped.
He tapped for him. He tapped
And
for
then
him.
Buff immediately leaves and starts limping up the ramp.
There's a sign in the crowd that also says, Lance Storm is a wrestler, parentheses, WWF sucks.
Oh, yeah, sports entertainment crap.
Nice.
I liked it. Yeah.
So Buff's going to go save his mom, and Lance Storm moves on to the next round.
GG.
Nice.
His mom got fucking canyon cuttered off screen on a
Off
cement.
camera. True.
They did not. You think they did that? You think they came up with that on the fly? They said, she fucked up this canyon cutter. We got to try this
Do it again.
Yeah. Let me try that one more time.
I actually think that's probably what happened.
Actually, let me try that one more time, brother.
They go backstage, and Ernest the Cat Miller is in his office flirting with a Nitro girl. He says, girl, you girling out here. That's crazy.
You look like a girl.
Girls do be girling. True. And then some sumo music starts playing.
There's a gong. Gong, dude. Gong.
And here comes the Young Dragons, and they
I
attack
love that
Ernest
only
Miller.
the cat can hear the Young Dragons music.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody else does.
Which is strange, and they start attacking him. And then Stevie Ray comes in and makes a save. And he starts whooping their ass. He's beating up Jimmy Yang and Kaz Hayashi. He's got them double goozled on the table. And Ernest Miller says, whoa, hold on, now stop. That's my friends. We're just playing. What the
fuck is happening here, dude?
Ernest Miller is angry at Stevie Ray for saving him from getting his ass whooped by the Young Dragons. And then he says, why didn't you knock? How dare you barge in my room? What do you want? And Stevie Ray says, I want Jarrett. And Ernest Miller says, you know what? If you let me and my boys play and finish, you can have Jeff Jarrett. I didn't make that up. That is what he said.
No, that's legitimately that segment. And then
If
they
you let me and my
go
boys play
into
and
a
finish. Yeah.
pose at the end. It was pretty sweet.
Watch out. That's pretty much exactly what they did. Yeah.
What a
Jamie
beast.
Son.
So it shows the footage on the Tron that we couldn't see earlier. It shows
Yes.
Smooth telling Buff's brother John.
John Bagwell. John
to go
Daddy.
Help
John
Buff.
Daddy Bagwell.
So then Canyon sneaks up, fucking cravats Judy Bagwell, drags her off screen.
Canyon
Skips
cutters
off
off.
screen.
Yeah.
Skips off screen, and then Canyon cutters her.
This might be the back-to-back best backstage segments I've ever seen. So it goes from Judy Bagwell getting Canyon cuttered off screen onto cement to Scott Steiner backstage sitting by a door waiting for Goldberg with a lead pipe so he can fucking kill him.
And then who comes? Is it Pamela Polishuk that comes? One of the interviewers comes up to him and says, what the fuck are you doing? And he says, when Goldberg comes through that door, I'm going to make him wish he never came to Detroit.
All right, so we get into maybe the most fucked match I've ever seen in my entire life.
Absurd.
This whole thing felt like a fever dream. I'm excited. So it was Great Muda versus Vampiro.
Vampiro. Well, they recap Muda's history of beating up more popular guys in Japan.
Yeah, they're like, look, he faced Sting.
Look, he beat up Sting, and then he teamed with Sting, and then they won. That's all.
Yeah, then they had a fuck finish. Look at this. We're at Dusty finish in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
You know,
cool, I
that is what
guess.
it is. Business, brother.
So what is this dub music?
It's meant to be it's an ICP song. It's Take It by the ICP. That was the Dark Carnival theme, I think.
Okay, there's definitely a default song on 2K.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, because
Really?
I was listening to it. I'm like, where have I heard this? Yes, it's on 2K. It's a default
Really?
song on 2K.
Oh, sorry. I just looked it up on XYLot. Supposedly, it is called 43 Monster, and it's an NFL film song as well.
Must
What
be
the hell
one of
is
his
that?
licensed song.
I don't know. It's dubbed over his usual song though. So I don't know.
Wow.
Look it up. Yeah, see if it sounds 43 Monster. parentheses A, by Tom Hedden.
Tom Hedden?
Hedden. If that's the one. That's the only one I see on here.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's in the Creation Suite. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, damn, where have I heard that before?
That's so weird.
Apparently that was also Danny Burch's song when he was in NXT, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, and also,
2013.
I think the song he used was Assassins by ICP, not Take It. Sorry.
Fucking 43 Monster.
I can't believe I missed this. Now that I hear it, I'm like, I've heard this song a million times. But I didn't even catch it when you were watching the
I
match.
didn't either. Wow.
Danny Burch
is just ingrained in my head or something.
Probably, dude.
Somebody used it at some point.
It was probably in the menu.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
it
probably
was
right.
Big John Stud's 2K14 theme.
Wow.
There it is. Figured it out.
There you go. Well, that's my favorite. That's for this theme seg. Vampiro's my favorite theme is that one.
Actually, that's my favorite Danny Burch theme. Is that what we're doing?
Little Danny Burch.
Vampiro comes out with ICP and the Kiss Demon, who has fallen very quickly from we last talked about him. Kiss Demon went from being
matchups, right?
He went from being a main eventer and being a big Kiss
versus
guy
the wall.
versus the wall, being a big Kiss guy to being a big mark for Vampiro, and he's Vampiro's little cult groupie.
Little cult boy.
Yeah. Weird.
Jay starts cutting a promo on the ramp, and Vampiro grabs his nutsack and then smells his hand.
He does that after the match as well.
This
Really?
is so fucked up. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Vampiro wrestling in sweatpants. It cuts to the match. We're about to get it started. It cuts to Muda in the corner before the match. It just looks like a little fucking freak over there, man.
I mean, Muda is, for all intents and purposes, a little weirdo, but that's why he's great.
A fucking freak, man. I was like, oh my God. So it cuts from Vampiro grabbing his nutsack and smelling his hand to Muda just looks like a
Sniffing.
little fucking baby man.
Yeah, pretty much,
so
yeah.
crazy. So the match is even fucking crazier.
Yes.
Muda clotheslines Vampiro, and this is all in the span of about 20 seconds. So he clotheslines Vampiro, green mist Shaggy, spin kicks Jay, and nobody sells any of it.
No, the Vampiro just jumps him from behind. Yeah. Vampiro also hits a spinning wheel kick off the top.
Breaks
just
his
for
fucking
fun.
leg in two.
There's a random guy in the crowd, shirtless, very large, yelling at ICP.
The whole show. He's there the whole show.
I don't know what he's doing. Then at one point, they're talking about Medeja, and Mark Madden gets very upset at Tony Schiavone because he called Medeja a woman and not a freak.
And Tony said, well, the freaks are in a ring.
And then Muda hits the moonsault and wins.
Oh, hell yeah. But don't forget, Vampiro hit the book and what the fuck? Booker T's the world champion.
Oh, well. Dude, they're all high as
shit.
fuck. They don't know any better.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
Super high.
Muda hits the moonsault. Muda's moving on. He wins. So the Dark Carnival attacks the Kiss Demon.
Vampiro starts whooping the Kiss Demon's ass, and the fucking ICP, bitch!
Just call him a bitch. And then they get out of the ring. Vampiro grabs his nutsack and
Not with the nutsack. What's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with this fucking group?
He points at Muda. He grabs his nuts, like fondles him a little bit, and then points at Muda on the stage. I don't know what that signifies, but I didn't like it.
He's joining the group.
It's initiation.
This demon did nothing. He did nothing at all.
The Kiss Demon was not a part of any of the beatdowns. He didn't get bumped by Muda, and he also he was just outside, and it is his fault that Vampiro lost, so he got his ass beat.
Had nothing going on. Oh,
Demon cost Vampiro the match. That's what happened.
I guess so.
I guess so. Demon cost him the match. I'm like, where and when did that happen?
So far, all of the matches on the show have been under 5 minutes. In fact, there's only 2 matches on the show that go over 5 minutes. So
that's perfect.
Tremendous.
So backstage.
Oh God.
Okay, so Scott Steiner's still waiting for Goldberg.
Yes.
He's got his lead pipe. Of course, Goldberg's not the first person who comes through that door.
Of course not.
Ralphus and Norman Smiley are here.
Ralphus in his cut-off shirt get in and he whoops their ass.
Just fucking
attacks them.
beats the dog shit out of him.
Norman Smiley begging off for his life. Steiner considers it and then whoops his ass.
Nobody can stop him. So we got Shane Douglas I'm sorry, the franchise versus Billy Kidman.
The fucking franchise is here with Tori Wilson.
Cut the fucking music. Steiner, last week Kidman faced Jeff Jarrett, and then Tori came out and distracted him, and Shane Douglas attacked him on the floor. So that was a little And I also, the franchise stole Billy Kidman's girlfriend and has been having sex with her often.
Her ass has been getting franchised.
That's what she said. She says, every time I was with you, Billy, I was thinking about my ass getting franchised.
Getting franchised.
That's awesome.
Tori Wilson, no longer friends with Kidman, now best friends with franchise.
He was also trying his best to get a new catchphrase over, which I don't think ever caught on. He ends the promo saying, "And that's a fact, Jack." And I don't think I ever hear him say it again.
Billy Kidman out here. Huge Tommy Hilfiger guy. Always has been, always
Absolutely.
will be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm actually surprised he was never sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger, or I'm surprised that his name wasn't like Tom E. Hilfiger or something. Honestly.
At one point in this match, Shane Douglas is like kneeling down on like near the ropes. Billy Kidman runs at him, does a diving crossbody from the center of the ring, and just kind of annihilates himself on Shane Douglas's shoulder. I don't know what the fuck happened.
This match sucked.
This is fucking shit. Tori like trips Kidman. The franchise hits the Pittsburgh plunge for it too. Tori gets bumped off the apron, and then Kidman rolls up Shane, and then Shane pushes him off. Tori hits him with a chair, 2 count. Shane presses Kidman, and then they hit a shitty sloppy bulldog.
It was so bad.
And then Shane Douglas, the franchise, hits the franchiser
Franchise.
for the 1, the 2, and 3. That was
That's
3. That was it. He won, I guess.
Nobody's sure who won, actually.
Lil X
Nobody
blew
actually
the
knows.
count, and
What
then he
happened?
just said, "Fuck it, Shane, you win." Just get out of the
Pretty much.
ring.
Yeah, fuck off. And then Tori got in the ring and slapped Billy Kidman in the face.
So we got 3 count coming to the ring with a ladder.
All right, cool.
Just
But anyway,
That's literally what it is. That's it.
That's it. That's the whole
great.
fucking thing.
That's awesome.
Goldberg is pulling up just now to the show.
It is at least 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's an hour
The show
in,
started
easy.
at 7:59.
And it shows Steiner still sitting there with the lead pipe, just waiting.
Did you
it out.
see Goldberg talking to the 2 jabronis when he came in?
Yes.
He's like,
Was
"Cool
one of
shirt,
them
bro."
Christopher Daniels?
Oh my
Who, the
God,
fat
no
one?
way. No way.
The one with the hair.
No way. He had like a ton of tattoos, didn't he?
I don't think. I thought it. I for some reason I thought it was Daniels. I could be wrong, but it looked.
It could be gimmick tattoos.
I'll have to take a look ski. I'll get like a screenshot.
Maybe Daniel's a big dragon guy. He had a big
Was that the
dragon on his
shirtless
chest.
dude? Is that what you're talking about?
It was the one that wasn't fat. It was
Wasn't
like
there
short,
a fat
but he had
guy and
hair.
a shirtless dude?
Yeah, so look, Goldberg's talking up to all the dudes backstage. He goes, "Oh, big gulp, huh? All right, well, see you later." So Steiner's just sitting there with a lead pipe ready to whoop somebody's ass, and then it shows Tank Abbott. And I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Oh
I was
boy,
like, "Oh my God, he was
Yes.
with 3 count."
he is with the 3 count.
So 3 count comes out with the ladder. It pans up to above the ring. There is a gold record above the ring.
Listen,
This
man,
is a gold record ladder match.
I can't fucking deal with the dub 3 count song. I can't
It
watch
doesn't
any of
even,
these.
yeah, like
It's so bad.
It's not good.
it's because there's so much more with it than just.
Yes,
It's
just
the whole gimmick, man. You couldn't
Yes.
you can't just like
Come on,
please,
Jimmy Hart. Fuck.
Somebody please just get this.
License
Tank
the
Abbott-
music. Just license the music.
Tank Abbott on his promo said, "Down at the Silver Dome, NSYNC is playing to an empty house because the real deal is here. Do you want the best band in rock and roll history? 3 count."
Woo!
And Tank Abbott's
Yes.
dancing to their music as well.
He's dancing the whole time. He's whooping ass too. He's looking good.
So they set up the ladder in the ring and they stand on their green circles to prepare for the performance of this song that is sadly dubbed on this. And they're getting into it. They're clapping. Crowd's not getting into it, but they're clapping. They start their dancing. And all of a sudden, fucking Jamie-san and Jimmy Yang start climbing the ladder behind them. Sneak it up, little fuckers.
I love these dudes. Young Dragons rule, man.
And then the match begins. And for some, I don't know why. I feel like for the first like 30 seconds, there was no commentary. Did Tank Abbott like fuck something up?
Yeah, I think you might trip over the cables over there.
I think you're right because it
Dancing,
sounded like shit.
dancing over there. Oh fuck, Tank.
Yeah,
So this match was pretty out
all
of
over
control.
the place. Yes.
to say the very
Everyone
least.
was out to get injured. I think they wanted that payday to get. They wanted
Yeah.
the little time off because they were just because they have this match again at New Blood Rising, the same exact match from the
Yeah.
same exact
So
gimmick.
Jamie-san, this is maybe the scariest spot I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
Jamie-san sets up a ladder in the corner,
It's like on the top.
literally just like draped across the top rope, like
Yeah.
touching the ropes, but draped across the top rope. Nobody holds the ladder, so it's just sitting there, whatever.
Yeah.
They both get on the ladder. I thought we were going to see two guys die. I was like, the second that he pulls him up, the ladder's going to go flying. Yeah. There's no way it doesn't go flying.
Somehow it didn't.
It doesn't. Like, I have no clue. This is the luckiest thing I've ever seen.
He just superplexes them off.
Superplexes them off the ladder. Nobody gets hurt. I was like, this is incredible.
Well, just before that, though, Shannon Moore got launched into that same ladder and fell on his head.
Yeah.
And then everyone just said, let's jump off the top rope.
Yeah, Jimmy Yang hits a big splash. Helms hits a leg drop over the ladder. Evan Courageous then does the Terry Funk windmill spot with the ladder and hits everyone, including his teammates.
Yeah, his own partners he hits.
Sometimes you got to take those guys out, too. Just have
Tank Abbott calls Mark Madden marshmallow ass, which I enjoyed. That was fun.
Thank you, Tank.
Tank Abbott then leaves the commentary booth to start showing his moves. He starts dancing at ringside for fun. And then the Young Dragons bump the ladder over. Evan Courageous flies off to the floor, kind of caught by Tank Abbott, but it looked like he blew the fuck out of his ankle.
Oh, my God.
Probably.
I thought he snapped his ankle in two. I thought that was it. I thought like he tore his ACL or like his ankle snapped in two.
Crazy looking.
He literally, from the top of the ladder in the center of the ring, landed straight feet first on the ground outside on the concrete.
Tank Abbott may as well not have been there.
Yeah, seriously. He took all the impact on his legs and then just kind of fell on top of Tank Abbott afterwards. It was,
and he's holding his ankle after. So, but I don't think he actually gets hurt, which is shocking.
I looked and I didn't see he got hurt. So like,
because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think they wrestle at New Blood Rising, which is
they run the entire match back. Yeah.
Do the match again where you jump on the outside with your ankles on the concrete.
Yeah, we want you to get hurt this time. Can you try that?
One of these times you're gonna get hurt, you little bitch. All right.
After that, Jamie-san climbs up and grabs the gold record for the win.
I like that was the finish. I like that he took that risk and then took the big outside bump, and then I like that. I thought that was good.
I guess we didn't say it. Because we talked about the Young Dragons before. Jamie-san is Jamie Noble in a mask.
No, that's Jamie-san.
To be a Japanese guy.
Jamie-san, yes.
Oh, yes, excuse me, sorry.
Come on, dude. We don't know that.
Sorry.
So Scott Steiner's backstage.
Again, he's still backstage. He's still there.
He's going to get his. Scott Steiner finally gets Goldberg. So Goldberg comes to the door. Scott Steiner swings with all of his might. If Goldberg didn't move out of the way, he would have got decapitated.
Dude, he would have killed him. This was the craziest thing ever. He breaks the window on the door. It's like the craziest thing ever.
It's incredible. The window in this door just smashes into shreds.
That's like one of those bulletproof windows too, I think. So he was swinging from the fences there.
It looked cool as fuck, but yes, if Goldberg didn't duck, he was dead.
He's going to die. So then Goldberg grabs Steiner's head with one hand, full head, and smashes it into the door. I'm talking like shoot.
Dude, they were shooting on each other here. This was fucked. He destroyed his head in that door.
Drags him away from the door, slugs him in the head, and then Steiner starts throwing stiff shots back. I'm like, oh my God, they're shooting at each other. It's awesome.
They were shooting at each other.
Security comes in to try to break it up, and they both take a second to beat up security and then go back to fighting each other.
They just turn their attention to the security and starts beating them up. It's so good.
This was so good, man. Steiner and Goldberg were so just aggressive, like all the time. Like it was a great matchup because they just beat the dog shit out of each other constantly. And they come back from commercial, and Steiner is upset. He is cursing. Rick said, look, stop, man. You just got to stop. All right. You just got to stop. And he's stop.
Rick Steiner trying to console. You know.
You see Jamie Sean? You see Jamie Sean over there?
Bite me.
Wait, the fucking doing South Park?
Don't worry. That's not the end of Steiner on this show.
Oh, my gosh.
So we get Mike Awesome versus Great Muda next.
What a great. Just think about that for a second.
That
sounds
awesome. Yeah,
no pun intended. Sadly, not so awesome.
Not so much.
No. I'm almost convinced that Great Muda hated working here.
Muda, they made Muda look like a little freak. Like, they even try with this dude. Look at this fucking little baby.
I mean, there was a couple cool things here. Like Awesome caught Muda in midair and belly to bellied him. And then like Muda hit like a cool drop kick from the top. But like other than that, it was just they really really, really wanted to get this Mark Madden spot in for some reason. Somebody just was really over the moon about Muda green misting Mark Madden and barely doing so in the process.
So Muda tries to green miss Mike Awesome on the outside, misses, and then green miss Mark Madden instead.
Almost misses that as well.
Mark Madden's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, well, thankfully I was wearing these glasses, but it still hurts." What?
Thank God I was wearing these sunglasses indoors all show.
Awesome hits the Awesome Bomb for the win.
Mark Madden then leaves the table. He's like, I gotta go fucking change my shirt.
Sadly, he comes back.
Oh, man.
It goes backstage. Buff Bagwell attacks Smooth, and then Smooth and Canyon attack him. I don't think we get any follow-up to that.
Nope. That's awesome.
That's it, yep.
I don't remember. Oh, there was. They did eventually, like after Canyon cut her, they did show a shot of her laying face down on concrete.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was just laying there. That's how you know there was a Canyon cutter.
That's how you know it happened.
Mark Madden goes to Kiwi to fix his shirt. Kiwi's a very busy man.
Yeah.
Kiwi. I thought his name was Kiwi. Wasn't that Kiwi?
I think it was. I think you're right, actually. I think it was Kiwi.
For some reason, I keep thinking Kiwi. I don't know.
You're right. It is Kiwi, but I think they pronounce it Kiwi.
It was off of that skit. What was that skit from SNL?
SNL. With Steve, the guy, man. What the fuck?
The guy who was in Roxbury. What's his name?
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
You sound like Steve Buscemi?
Yeah,
Steve Buscemi.
Oh.
So Steve Buscemi comes with the Kiwi.
The guy that did the monkey gimmick on SNL, right?
Monkey Man. What's Chris Kattan, not
Chris
Steve
Canyon.
Chris Positively Kattan.
All right, so Kiwi is backstage. Mark Madden.
Mark Madden comes up to him
and says,
"Get this down on my shirt." Yeah.
Hold on, let me run that one more time so you completely understand.
Yes. So Mark
Madden asks Kiwi to get the stain out of his shirt.
Yes, correct.
Charmel goes up to Kiwi.
Yes.
He says, I'm a busy man.
Well, she asked to get. She had a rip in her skirt, of course, and Kiwi says, "I'm a busy man." And then Charmel
was Kiwi.
And then Charmel gives him the "fuck me" eyes, and then walks away.
Then he just stands there menacingly with his. This dude's wild.
Let me try.
His hairline is out of this world. Kiwi's hairline is so fucked.
Kiwi
has like the big. Like if you took Hulk Hogan and took all the hair that he has and stood it straight up, that would be Kiwi's hair.
There was also, I don't know, I mean, I know it's hard to take your eyes off of Kiwi, but the woman behind him, big Magumbos behind. Did you see this woman?
No. Dude, you can't look at Magumbos when there's Kiwi, you know?
Gigantic hammer hammers. I don't know what she was doing. So yeah, sadly, Mark Madden nor Charmel were able to get any help from Kiwi.
So Lance Storm versus the franchise.
The fucking music.
It shows a Steiner magazine cover. Shivani is lost. He goes, was there a magazine on the screen?
He goes, I think they were supposed to show a cover of a magazine, but they didn't. So that was Scott Steiner.
It's like an article about Steiner. It's not even a WCW magazine, it turns out. But they show a magazine article.
It's like a powerlifting magazine.
And
then,
Shivani says, he's going to talk. He says, I was told we were going to talk about the WCW magazine, but now we're not. And then they move on.
Let's try that one more time.
If you actually think you saw the Scott Steiner magazine, let me run that back one more time, brother.
So yeah, franchise against Lance Storm.
Shivani's by himself on commentary here, by the way. So they just want to let you know that Shivani's doing this all by himself.
That's why they had to fuck with him. It was probably Mark Madden, that damn bastard.
Kiwi.
He bought Kiwi. The franchise bumps Lance Storm in the barricade and then hits a pop-up low blow on the floor in front of the referee.
These are no DQ matches.
Multiple times.
Billy Kidman is on the stage eating popcorn, as you do.
Yep. You just lost, so you just sit there and eat popcorn. Cool.
Did you
notice?
That's
a Fortnite emote.
Did you notice how Lance Storm throws stomps or kicks? Have you Lance Storm?
He throws kicks.
he kind of skips. He like throws his left leg first.
Oh, for like a super kick?
No. Normal
kicks?
stomps. No. This is just kicks to the leg. He does like a trot. He like throws a leg
gallop?
and then he gallops into his kicks. It's very strange.
That's called Calgary style.
It's oh shit.
That's what you call the Calgary Stampede.
Based in Calgary.
Based on what?
Shane hits the belly to belly. Sorry, franchise hits the belly to belly for a 2. Storm hit a super kick for a 2.9. It was pretty close. They go back and forth on pins. The referee counts 2 for one of them, but then almost misses the next one because he's over exaggerating the kick out.
Oh, he does. He flies around. He has like roll over and get another pin.
It's like 1, 2, whoa, wait, what?
That was the biggest ski whoa moment ever. He's like ski whoa.
Ski whoa moment of the night goes to Slick Johnson.
Slick Johnson, what a sweet name. Slimy cock.
Slippery Pecker, referee Slippery Pecker.
Slip dick over here. And then Lance Storm puts on the Canadian Maple Leaf and somehow uses the ropes to help his submission.
Yeah, you damn right.
He stepped on the rope. How did that help him?
Yeah, because he did. That's Calgary style.
Damn it. Not Calgary style.
You already know it's Calgary style.
No, I don't. That's why I'm
Calgary
asking.
style, baby.
Damn it.
So
Lance Storm versus Mike Awesome tonight to crown a U.S. champion. Kidman comes to the ring and he, I don't know what.
He's trying to do something very nefarious.
He pulls Tori into the ring. He has his chair. He sits the chair down. He wants to spank Tori. Why? I don't know. But then woman respecter Lance Storm saves Tori. Drop kicks. He goes to save him, but Kidman drop kicks the chair into Storm's face and everyone leaves.
Rick Steiner and number one freak Medeja are talking about something backstage. But
Dog
you don't
pound.
really know what's going on back there.
All in your place the way you make it.
Scott's acting kind of sus. Vote him.
Yeah. And then Stevie Ray's walking in the ring, too.
We get Jeff Jarrett versus Stevie Ray next.
Again,
Again,
Stevie Ray almost at the apron before his music hits.
Get to the ring.
What the fuck?
The match starts just like Red Velvet versus Jade Cargill, by the way.
Yes.
They punch to the corner, come out, Stevie Ray bump kicks. I was like, oh my God.
Watching the tapes.
Watching Jeff Jarrett versus
watching the Stevie Ray tapes.
That's awesome.
This match convinced me. We've watched enough of these shows so far that I don't think Stevie Ray knows how to do the slapjack. I'm convinced.
So, okay, Rick Steiner comes to the ring, goes to the top rope. Stevie Ray, I don't even know what the fuck.
The slapjack. He hooks the arms. Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe no one knows how to take it. But I don't know. Jeff Jarrett should know how to take it. He took the pedigree, so he should know how to take this.
Jarrett probably just made it look like shit on purpose.
Stevie Ray hooks the arms, jumps, and then just kind of like lands on his feet and then falls. Wee. I don't think Jeff knew what was happening. Medeja double axe handles Stevie Ray. Jeff immediately gets up, no selling the slapjack, and then hits the stroke for the win.
As you do.
Sucks.
There's a gigantic Big One Wrestling.com sign during this match, and also a sign that says Goldberg eats corn the long way, which I'm not really sure if that's true. I'm gonna have to ask him about that one. I don't think that's true.
That's the greatest insult ever. You eat corn the long way. You think Kwee Wee eats corn the long way?
Kwee Wee? Kwee Wee doesn't have time for corn.
What about John Daddy Bagwell? Do you think he eats corn the long way?
I don't think Goldberg eats corn the long way. It just seems unnecessary.
JDB's a big long
How would
way
you do
corn
that?
guy.
That just doesn't seem like it would work out. I don't think Goldberg does that. I want to say that guy's lying. So Jeff Jarrett and Rick Steiner attack Stevie after the match. Booker, of course, again makes the save.
Of all time.
Booker still not in any gear, not prepared to wrestle. Makes the save.
Corn the long way.
I don't think it's true, guys. I don't think it's true.
He cuts backstage to Goldberg eating a few fucking comic.
That's a top tier sign of all time.
So Goldberg's backstage.
He's stretching.
He's doing R&B stretches.
Eating corn. Feasting.
Let's have a big cob.
I'm gonna die. You gotta stop.
Oh, Scott Steiner was also flipping out in the locker room for some reason again.
Oh, yeah, he's pissed.
What he's angry about, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Right.
Goldberg eating corn.
Yeah, Goldberg is
back to
preparing. Goldberg preparing for his match, stretching backstage. He's fired up.
Yeah. All right. So Lance Storm versus Mike Awesome, the finals of the U.S. title tournament.
Yes. Lance cuts another promo, and they hit the Canadian national anthem again. Mike Awesome comes out. He says, "Turn that shit off, or I'm gonna come there and turn it off myself."
Turn that shit off.
And this 9 days. This is the match where the sign I was talking about earlier comes into play. So I'm watching this match, and I see this guy in the crowd slightly holding the sign up, but he knows he shouldn't be, so he keeps putting it down. It is a sign of cock and balls. Just straight up drew cock and balls with hair. And he keeps very slightly lifting it up and lowering it down, and then security comes by and takes it.
Oh my god. Speaking of cock and balls, do you shave your face with your shave your balls?
Look here, listen.
Appearing online doesn't fucking help.
Does appearing offline not help you shave your balls? It wasn't even an impressive. It was like a little,
something you know nothing
That's a
about.
little baby cock and balls.
it was a little flaccid cock and balls, little hair.
Man.
Not really impressive. Maybe I think that's why the security took it away, because it really wasn't.
They didn't
making
blur it
anyone
on the
happy.
network at all, though. They didn't catch that
No,
one.
it was cock and
man.
balls. I got a
Dude, that
screenshot.
rules. Wrestling
Yeah.
is not. Wrestling was
No.
never be this again.
No.
Turn that shit off.
Yeah, you try to shit off, or I'm coming here to turn off myself. Fuck Canada. So Awesome hits this match is actually fun. I actually
This is
did enjoy this match.
ECW
despite
match right here. Awesome.
little cock and ball sign. Awesome. It's a pop-up sit-out powerbomb that looked fucking cool. He hit the Awesome. Well, he goes for the Awesome Splash. Lance gets the knees up. This was weird. Lance goes for like a tornado DDT, and then they both fucking just collapse. I don't know what
Storm's
that was.
foot hit the rope.
Yeah,
Is that what
something-
happened? Or they
Yeah,
said
I
it
think
on
so.
commentary. I don't know if it was. I think it was just a botch, but I could be wrong.
Lance hits a big top rope superplex. Awesome hits a release belly to belly. Awesome goes for the Awesome Bomb. Lance reverses it into the Canadian Maple Leaf, and then Awesome taps out.
Someone actually tapped this time.
Yeah, he actually put the move
Yeah,
over, which
for
was
real.
nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Lance Storm
yes.
said he was going to change the U.S. title to the Canadian heavyweight title.
I
And he
think
actually
does,
fucking
right?
does it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely is.
He actually gets 3 titles and changes all of them.
Dude, he
And
was
they-
insane at this point. Lance Storm was goated.
At New Blood Rising, they run this match back, by the way.
Yeah, well, they said on commentary, like, this is what we mean by New Blood Rising. I'm like, well, shit, man. If you did this the whole fucking time, like you probably be a lot better off.
If it was this in WCW, man, they would have
The
killed
match
it.
at New Blood Rising is a Canadian rules match, by the way, which the following rules. Instead of a traditional 3 count, the referee must administer a 5 count. Following the 5 count, the competitor has to stay down for 10 seconds. If both men are down for a 10 count for any reason, the first man who gets to his feet wins the match. In addition, there's no submissions or countouts.
Oh, this is the Yapapai Indian Deathstrap match.
They pretty much, the match, every time Lance loses, he changes the rules.
That's awesome. What a
Yeah.
beat.
That's really good.
I forget,
yeah.
I think the referee is like PCO or something too.
Oh, that's sweet as fuck.
Yeah, I forget. It's something like that. Or
That's cool, man.
Jacques
That really
Rougeau
is
or
sweet.
something like that. Yeah.
So Lance Storm is the new champion. But is he the real winner? Because at the end,
yes.
the fat chicks hit the ring and they start consoling Mike Awesome. He's like, yeah.
Eat the corn.
This is awesome. Long ways.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Storm.
Now that's awesome.
Storm doesn't get any championship entrance or victory at all.
He gets nothing. He leaves the ring, and then 2 girls get in the ring and suck Mike Awesome's dick. And he looks at the
That's
camera and he says,
awesome.
"Now that's awesome."
That should have been his catchphrase.
Now that's awesome.
He just looks to the camera and just goes, no, that's awesome. That would have got over huge.
The Miz got over with it later on, though. So that's good.
Well, he's a little asshole.
What a little bitch.
Guess what, buddy? You eat corn the
So, Ernest the Cat Miller then knocks on Booker T's locker room door. Booker T opens the door. So, what the fuck, bitch? What do you want?
You can't even hear him. I don't even know what they said.
You can't hear him at all. No.
On commentary, they decide that Ernest Miller wanted to talk to him because Ernest Miller goes in and talks to him.
Yeah, good deduction.
Yeah.
So Scott Steiner versus Goldberg main event. They say on commentary this is a pay-per-view quality main event. I was like, God damn, you're right. Steiner versus Goldberg is a huge match for a random Nitro like this. The Cat's here with his ref shirt. Booker T is on commentary.
In his red shirt still.
He's going to come out like 6 times tonight with his damn red shirt on.
They finally show the Scott Steiner article in he's on the cover of Iron Man magazine. That is the magazine.
Triple H was on this later. I think specifically during the feud with Steiner.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he was on. They showed it during one of the promo packages.
So they say on commentary, this has a pay-per-view feel. Steiner says, okay, we'll have a pay-per-view match. Starts clubbing the dog shit out of Goldberg.
Dude, he is actually hitting him so hard in the corner.
You know, when Steiner line popped his head off, follows it up with the elbow.
It was a weird start to the match, too, because Steiner's on the floor, Goldberg's making his entrance, and Goldberg takes a while to get into the ring, as if he's trying to contemplate whether or not he's actually going to have to fight this guy or not.
Tonight?
Yeah.
I'm in his hometown. Do I want to do this tonight?
Yeah. Steiner goes a back body drop Goldberg. Goldberg legit just runs into him. He just tramples him over.
Just trying to live through this match as quick as he can here.
Another sign in the crowd that says, my sign says but. That's what the sign says.
WCW is awesome.
Another sign says, Goldberg sucks dick. That's another sign. Very crazy.
Actually, that was a duo sign with the cock and balls from earlier.
It's a little cock and balls. He says, sucks this dick.
The punchline, no.
Goldberg goes for a spear. Steiner moves and hits an overhead suplex by Steiner and then does some push-ups.
Oh my God, cool. Yo. He hit that exact suplex on the Giant and it's like incredible.
Yeah. Goldberg press slams Steiner into the press slam into the power slam gimmick. Crazy.
I don't even know
looking.
how he was able to do that. Yeah, that was some strength.
It's disgusting. Steiner hits the classic belly to belly out of the corner into the Steiner recliner. And then Ernest Miller starts yelling at Scott Steiner for having this legal submission hold on, and Steiner breaks it and punches him in the head.
Steiner gets a Steiner recliner, and the Cat goes, God fucking damn it, Goldberg, you were supposed to win.
So I guess the Steiner recliner was outlawed at this point for some reason.
Is it?
Yeah, because Steiner didn't follow the rules.
Did they say that on commentary?
They say it on commentary,
okay,
yeah. That's how I filled in the gaps.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
But I don't know at what point it was outlawed.
Okay, maybe here. It's maybe just now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ernest Miller gets decked. He's down. Booker goes to check on him. Steiner looks over at him, says, fuck you, and then Booker gets into the ring to fight him. Then Goldberg goes to spear Booker. Booker jumps, gets his leg clipped in the process, and Goldberg also spears Steiner.
Dude, Booker is such a legend here because he hits his knee like it's still hurting, but then he gets back up and then does the Harlem sidekick. Oh,
Harlem
so
sidekick
good.
to Goldberg, yeah.
Yeah, that was like really dope, dude. Like
it was
him,
cool
like
looking.
He took the move. He like made people believe that he was still hurt. And he was like, I'm just going to power through it. He's like, I'm going to smack the shit on my leg till it works again.
Dude, that was really good. Booker's a legend.
Yeah.
And then, here comes, as Mark Madden says, the sexecutioner, Kevin Nash.
Why is he the sexecutioner?
Is this a thing?
Is it Big Sexy Kevin Nash? Because
I don't remember the
Big
Dick Daddy, as some of the boys call him.
I don't remember the sexecutioner ever.
Nash comes out with a bottle of beer, drinking. He's got a Big Daddy 99 jersey, which I think we should also sell.
Big Daddy 99, that was so good.
He climbs over the top rope, turns his hat backwards, jackknifes Goldberg, and says, fuck you.
He says, fuck you, then middle fingers. Two middle fingers, and then fuck you. This is the greatest.
And then he jackknifes Steiner, just for fun. And then
one on Steiner was massive, bro.
Yeah, it was good. And then stare down with Booker T to end this absurd episode.
You're forgetting. Kevin Nash goes back and grabs his beer that he set down on the stairs.
Oh, he keeps drinking.
And then continues drinking it. That's awesome.
The Sexecutioner's got the book, Daddy.
So there you go. That was WCW July 18th, 2000. I enjoyed this show. Did not feel however long it was. It flew by for me. Cool.
Yeah.
Not every match was great, but every match was worth talking about, which is what I like. Not like the only matches that went over 5 minutes were the last two, which went 5 minutes and 5 seconds, and then 5:17. So
Yeah.
I mean, not that that's fantastic, but it was all fun segments. Kwee-wee, Judy Bagwell and John Bagwell.
Dude, the Lance Storm Mike Awesome match, they actually gave us a finish to this tournament, so that was cool. They usually give us a lot of schmozzes, but this was pretty good ending.
Well, there you go. WCW. Dog Pound.
Long way.
Wee wee.